What's up, everyone? I am back today with another video on how I once again took zero trades. So this is just a market review of what happened during the AM session of the NASDAQ futures. It's not a trade breakdown because I didn't take anything. There is one trade that I'll go over, which is a trade that I, avoided and faded, and that ended up saving me a loss. So I'm gonna explain in a bit why I decided not to take that and how I saved myself from that loss. So coming into the day, I was bearish because, well, we're overall trending down. We have this low, relative equal low here, which is a relative equal low with this low. So just a lot of stacked up lows, and makes sense for us to be bearish. I was bearish yesterday. I was bearish the week before and the week before that too, but was short-term bullish when we started retracing and then switched back to bearish here. But for today, I was bearish, especially because we did have this SMT here with this high, which is a daily fair value gap. So I expected it to be respected and then for us to get shorts from it. And, we had as targets we had London low, Asia low, and I want to get into why I stopped looking for shorts after what happened at open. So before the market opened at 9:30, London low was already taken on ES. However, it was an equal low on NQ, as you can see. The London low was an equal low, making it like, regardless if we have that SMT, I still see it as this needs to be taken out. So I wanted it to stay, available, not have it be taken. And we had, I think it was right here, was a 15-minute gap. Yes, right here. 15-minute fair value gap that I wanted to see traded into to get shorts. I wanted us to leave this low, have an, market open, come higher, and then get a short. This being my internal target because it is an equal low, it is a relative equal low. So I could have, any inversion I could have taken. But instead, right at market open, we end up going down and taking the low, not giving me any type of entry. This also being a 4-hour gap, bullish gap. And then started to respect it. Now, mechanically, I could have been like, okay, we, have like weird LRL here, and then came up into this 15-minute and got an inversion from it. We still have this Asia low available as a draw, and I'm still overall bearish. However, reason I didn't take it is because, one, this leg, it's just all choppy. Nothing in here is clear. Like, there's no other gaps. Everything's just choppy, up, down, price action. Not like clear structure. Number two being that we took out this low and souped it. And if we are going to stay bearish, we're going to want to rebalance more and, take out more buy-side liquidity before getting a short, not just taking out, tapping the first 15-minute gap. So after seeing this, after that got taken first, what I wanted to see was for this high, which was a 5-minute intermediate high right here in this 5-minute gap, I wanted to see that get swept and to get a short from there. Since we had that SMT, I didn't expect this high to be taken. I saw it as a protected high. And instead, we ended up displacing through this high and going straight into the daily high, or the daily fair value gap. Now, if structure built up nice and, the price action looks something like this, we're doing like this, and then got an inversion here off of this daily gap, that would have been a nice short because we have the structure for it. Let's say there's like an unfilled 5-minute or some type of equal low, something here. It would have been nice. But instead, it was all just, one big leg shot through it. That's not something you're going to reverse off of. This looks like it's going to continue higher. That's how you dictate. This is why market structure matters a lot. That's how you dictate the difference between a continuation or a reversal. When market takes liquidity, let's say there's like a high here. if you're trying to figure out, oh, am I trying to short off of this, or, am I leaning bullish? If market, is like doing trend line liquidity, making internal targets, let's say like 5-minute gap here, 15-minute gap here, equal lows or something here, creating internal targets, and it has like this clean trend structure, then you can anticipate that, okay, it's going to reverse off of here if we get an inversion. But if instead it's doing something like just shoots up straight to it like it did today, you can't like anticipate. We're not showing any weakness here. It's showing that, okay, there's some weakness, we're getting retraces. Here there is no weakness at all. Or if it does something like, here, like something small like that, still it's not showing any type of weakness. Why would the market reverse when it looks strong? The buys look strong, the sells look weak. So that's why I didn't want to short from this daily gap either. And I didn't want to long either because there are no more draws and I'm still overall bearish. Only thing I wanted to see after this being taken and after the structure being like this was if we like started to displace lower, I wouldn't have entered here and like inversed this 5-minute gap and then created our like a bearish 5-minute gap and then got an inversion like that. That's something that I would have taken. But instead, we, just kept going higher, got no type of reversal. So I called it early. Like around 10:20, 10:30, I realized we're not going to be reversing here. So yeah, very happy with how I played today. Was able to filter out a low quality trade, which saved me from a loss. Would have been a pretty annoying loss because it's like very obvious that it's not clear. It's not a clear trade. There's no internal target. We just took liquidity and haven't rebalanced enough, haven't built up enough structure. And this leg just isn't clear, it's choppy. So, once again, saving my capital for the better days to come. Today there is FOMC at 2 p.m., but it's FOMC meeting minutes, which isn't really that high impact. That doesn't cause much. So, I'm just saving my capital for better days. Here is proof that I took no trades. Same account balance once again. No P&L, no executions on the chart. And yeah, I'll be back tomorrow with another video. This one's short because it was pretty simple. And whether I take a trade or not tomorrow, I'll still post. So I'll see you guys when that happens.